you saying? Okay, I gotta talk really fast. Well, not too fast.
Thank you so much for joining me, Megan the trainer, for another segment of Megan's Movement Minute. So there are a lot of really awesome things that we do here at FLD. We have some really awesome trainers, we have some really awesome clients, we have some really awesome equipment, but all of those things wouldn't be the same if we didn't have our really awesome programming. So what does that mean when I say programming? When you come into the gym, what movement are you going to do? What weight are you going to use? How many times are you going to do it? Or if you, like for us in our group settings, what's the timer interval that we'll use? When I first started working as a personal trainer, this was something that was actually really daunting to me. Sometimes I have a hard time making decisions if there are a lot of different options out there. And that is something that kind of carried over for me when I was working as a personal trainer. There were a ton of different options and things that I could do. So how was I going to actually narrow down which one I'm going to actually have somebody do when they come in for their workout session? It was like, although there are a bunch of options, I still felt like I was hitting kind of a roadblock. Like I had some options, but at the same time when I first started out, I felt like I didn't have that many tricks up my sleeve. When I first started training, we think of barbells. If something is really easy, what do? The first thing you instinctively do is put on more weight. You slide more plates on, you just make it heavier. If that still doesn't make a difference, then maybe you do more reps. You go faster, you go slower. So we were really limited in terms of what we could do to make something more intense or less intense, so that progression regression scale. The really awesome thing here at Fitness Lying Down, again with those DVRT principles, is that we have so many more options available to us. So I got my ultimate sandbag up in my bear hug position. So something that I can do here, even though my feet are going to be about hip width apart, just like my usual squat, I can throw myself into a sprinter stance. So I can play around with my body position. I can also play around with my load position. So I can take that thing either up front loaded or up onto my fists. I could put it on my shoulder. We could go ipsilateral, well this is contralateral, or we could have an ipsilateral load. There are a bunch of different things that we can do. So these are not just simply any old variety of squats, but they each have a time and a place. And you really need to earn that progression before you can move on. So we're not just going to throw you into something that you are not going to be able to handle. So now that you know better, let's go out and do better so we can all be better. Oh, please don't die on me, please don't die.